obviously it's a very, very special occasion today. We're going to start out with Stephen Harper's few words, so hand the mic over.
Hold a second. Only 16 pages. Now, I could have written a speech for 15 pages, but I cut it down to 3, so this is weird, hearing your own voice. So yes, I'm the first cab off the rank, as Aussies would say. I think Vicky allocated me 5 minutes, so I could crash and burn after 30 seconds, or I could be going straight after 30 minutes, just depends when all that alcohol kicks in. Someone did give me some good advice to picture you all naked, which I am doing, so someone please stop me, because it's not good. So, nice bunch of smugglers. On a serious note, from me and Vicky, we just want to say thanks so much for making the effort to come spend today with us, or the week, as it may be. It really is humbling to know we've got such good friends and family that have come all this way, and some have travelled from the other side of the world, and some have travelled across the border, so don't know which one's the worst, but I won't tell anyone you guys are from New South Wales, in Queensland. I did write my own speech, but obviously now I'm married, I'm reading the one that Vicky wrote for me. Okay? So if it's crap, I'm going Vicky. I was down in Sydney last week on a conference, and as you do, you see people and everyone knows I'm getting married, and all said, you know, good luck, you and Vicky will have a fantastic day, and you know, wish you all the best. And one guy came up to me, a guy called Tony New, which some people will know, and said to me, Stephen, you're very famous in NAB. He said, you're even more famous in New South Wales. And he said, you're not famous for your being a pommy or your stupid accent, you're famous because you punch well above your weight. So that's confirmed by one crate of VB beer every week. So the Aussies doesn't know what I'm on about, so I better check the speech. 1 second. Oh, I forgot actually at the start, the two best men actually, if you're not from Yorkshire, if you just put your hand up, because the two best men are actually going to come around with some earphones. You know that they have the United Nations, where they have the interpreter at the end of the earphones. These guys are going to hand that out in a minute. So, just going back to punching above my weight, I just wanted to raise a toast to Vicky, who is, or my wife, which sounds strange. So, cheers Vicky. So sensational today, and I'm very honoured that you're my wife, and I can't wait to spend the rest of our life together. We've had 9 years, is that right?
She wrote it.
9 years together, yeah, she wrote the speech, so it should be right. But we've had 9 years together, we've been all over the world, and Australia is the place where we see our future, and we can't wait to spend the rest of our lives in Australia and start a family eventually. Good luck tonight. But before today, I read loads of books, went online, spoke to loads of people, and everyone said, all the books said and all the people said, today will be your best day of life. So I kind of thinking this morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, close your ears kids, shit, I don't want tomorrow to come. You know, today's the best day, I'm not looking forward to tomorrow, so... But on a serious note, I do want to say some special thank yous. So I did thank you all at the start, so if I don't mention your name in the special thank yous, you are special to me and Vicky. But I want to start off by saying a special thank you to my mum and dad, so if you just want to stand up and raise a toast to my mum and dad. Couldn't wish for better parents. He's actually looking quite good today, my dad, so he broke his ribs though. He's got the Richard Gere look going on, I think. But no, best parents I could ever wish for. I don't really show my emotions that often unless I'm at work. Or I'm bollocking people. But no, best foundation of starting life that I could ever wish for, and I think that a lot of the success that we're having today, me and Vic, is down to my mum and dad and Paul and Linda as well. So just want to raise a toast to Paul and Linda, Vicky's mum and dad. So thank you for raising such an awesome girl, and also Vicky's family has come all this way as well. So like I said, it's humbling that people come all this way to share today with us, and it's great to finally meet the twins as well. So Megan and Lydia. If we turn around, no. Superstars. The men in my life, so I'm going to speak about the men in my life now, which I'm not gay, as you can tell. I can prove that now. Which is Scott, Chris, Russ, Brandon, and Andrew Searle. So I've met loads of people. Me and Vicky have met a lot of people since we've been in Australia, and it's great to know that I've got 5 solid mates, Aussie mates, that have welcomed me into Australia and, you know, do anything for us today. I think Scott is like the English Simon, because those guys have been running around all day, taxiing people all over, which is fantastic to see. And you know, Chris, I don't see Chris that often, but we can catch up every 6 months, and it's like we haven't seen each other. Well, we've seen each other yesterday. So super special thank you to Andrew Searle. So if you want to stand up, come on, round of applause, because if it wasn't for this man, I wouldn't be stood here today for sure. Andrew took the punt on me for a job about 3.5 years ago, and me and Vicky will be forever thankful.
Just remember when you get to the top.
I will. I've got your office sorted out in your fridge. I do think I only got the job because he couldn't understand what I was saying, and I did mumble Parramatta. And he's a Parramatta fan, so I think that's why I got the job. But no, seriously, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, and you've been a great mentor for 3 years. I do want to finish off with one last super special thank you, and that's the entire Wood family, which I think is the base of that table over there. So I'll tell you a quick story how Michelle's there. I should have had Michelle as a photographer, I think. But we got delayed, me and Vicky got delayed out of Manchester, so picture this, we'd started a new life, moving to the other side of the world, and Manchester as usual was freezing and we couldn't fly, so we got delayed, and by about an hour we flew to Dubai, and by the time we got there, the plane had gone. So we queued up for 1 hour to get another flight, and that had gone, so they said to us, you can either fly via Perth, or you can stay in Dubai for the night, so obviously we chose Perth. No, I'm not kidding, we stayed in Dubai. But then we got to the other end, and we got to Australia, and didn't know anyone at all, never been to the country, and I met Andrew in a baseball cap, and NAB baseball cap, and we ended, like I said, we had no luggage. The hotel that we booked had been cancelled because we were delayed, and Kay and Bruce politely put us up, which we'll be forever grateful, because sensational family, and ever since that day I do believe in fate. We've met some great mates in Becky and Russ and Michelle, and Kay. Just an example of Kay's selflessness is, I got in, well, she always keeps me marshmallows topped up at team meetings, so thank you, Kay, I'll never forget that. And also, I went out for a night out after work one time with Becky, and I got in at 3 AM unplanned, and Kay got out of bed at 3 AM and pumped up the airbed. So if I could ask for a mum as good as my mum in Australia, well, that's it. So I've dropped on my feet, so thank you, Kay. And Bruce has put me, he's a true Aussie. I mean, name like Bruce, what can you say? Fantastic barbecuer, so if you want to go barbecue, head over to Kay's house, because he's cut me and Vicky 100 barbecues, and I'm yet to repay the favour, so I promise I will do now, I'm a married man. Okay, so thank you so much. And Becky and Russ, fantastic friends, and what can I say, like a brother and a sister, so we're very honoured to have you both in our lives, and that's it, apart from one last thing, Ayrton Senna, you know Ayrton Senna, in 2 hours time, if you're still in control, you're not going fast enough in the drinking. So thank you, thanks for everything. There's Adam.
Thanks, Steve. And just before I start, I've just got a quick question for Vicky. I'm just wondering, with me being the best man, why have you married Steve? Hi everyone. I know this is not the word, so you'll have to bear with me. Yeah. I'd just like to start by offering my congratulations to the happy couple, Stephen and Vicky. You both look amazing today, as does everybody else involved. And thanks to everyone for making the long journey and coming and making it such an amazing, memorable day. Thank you. I think most of you already know me, but for those of you who don't, my name's Adam, and along with Martin, I'm one of Steve's best men. So I'm like the warm-up act, if you like, for Martin. Now, there comes a time in every person's life when they meet their one true love, their destiny, their desire, the one person who will know and understand them for the rest of their life. And that moment came for my friend Steve about 6 years ago when he met me. Me and Steve have known each other for about 6 years now, and we met the day that he interviewed me for my job at Yorkshire Bank, and I'm fairly confident in saying that to this day it's still easily the best appointment he's ever made. When he asked me to be one of his best men, I was honoured, and obviously I accepted without a second thought. And then it suddenly dawned on me that I would have to make this speech today, and having never done this before, I thought I should do some research into best man speeches. So after plenty of rooting around, the best piece of advice that I discovered was that the best man's speech is only meant to last as long as the groom does whilst making love. So I'm sorry I've already overrun. On a serious note, I feel lucky to know Stephen. I feel lucky to be one of his closest friends. During the time we've known each other, he's supported me in and out of work. And even during the years that we lived at opposite ends of the world, he's always been there for me. I'm confident in saying that I wouldn't possess half of the attributes and skills that I do now if it wasn't for the hours that we'd spent working hard together and the time that we'd both invested into our friendship. I tell him as often as I can how grateful I am for all the opportunities that he sent my way, but this really is the best chance I've had to say thank you. During the time that we've known each other, we've done so many things together, too many to mention today, but the ones that stick in my mind probably won't mean a lot to you, but we used to go watch Eastmore Dragons rugby league games on cold, wet Saturday mornings. We used to spend many hours of our lives wasting many hours of our lives on the game Football Manager. We've also had plenty of trips and holidays together, and whether it be the cliff tops of Whitby, nearly killing small children, and the roulette tables of Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, we've always had great fun, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more to come in the future. So my advice to the happy couple today: stay happy, enjoy life, but most importantly, enjoy each other. I'd like to finish by saying Steve, Vicky is a lovely, beautiful person, and she deserves a great husband. So mate, it's a good job you married her before she found one. I'd like to raise a toast, everybody good, to Steve and Vicky, Mr. and Mrs. Harper. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you. Here's Martin.